Good evening and welcome to the Heinzerling Community's 17th annual Off the Wall event benefiting the residents of Heinzerling Community. I'm Angela Ann with WBNS 10 TV. I am so honored to be back with you tonight as your MC. Yes, we're coming to you virtually, but we are going to have fun tonight. And I am joined by Drew Murray, the magician extraordinaire. We are so glad to have you with us tonight.
And I'm grateful to be here, and thank you to all of you for joining us as well.
Well, Drew, tonight it is all about a celebration of the Heinzerling. We're celebrating the wonderful lives of the residents and also the staff. We also want to celebrate all of you at home who are watching us tonight, because really we couldn't do this without some of our amazing and exceptional sponsors. So our lead sponsors include AVI Food System, Kegler Brown Hill and Ritter, Huntington, Medical Mutual, QualMed Supply, and Skilled Care Pharmacy.
As well as our major sponsors, Oxer Capital, Plant Moran, and Quantum Health, and our supporting sponsors, CHW Advisors, Heidelberg Distributing Company, Minutemen Press Dublin, Colleen Nissel and Roger Sugarman, Warner Metal Works, and Worthington AM Rotary.
How about a nice round of applause or a toast to our sponsors tonight? Well, you will have many opportunities to support Heinzerling Community. All you have to do is just pick up one of these. You might have two at home and a laptop, and just click on this website, otw.givesmart.com. It is that easy for you to place a bid on any auction item that you see, and then make a donation as well to our Fund and Need program, which you'll have later tonight. And that will directly support the Heinzerling community and all the residents. And just remember, as we always say, no donation is too small. You know, the Heinzerling really works to create such a nurturing environment. It is such a special place here in our community. And residents really have the opportunity to learn, to have fun, but most importantly, to feel safe. And they can make choices about what happens in their own lives. And the Heinzerling staff, oh my gosh, they strive so hard to just let the residents live as independently as possible.
That is absolutely true, and there's always something fun happening within the walls of Heinzerling Community and beyond the walls of Heinzerling, out in our community. The residents are always discovering many ways to celebrate new adventures.
And you know, it has been a tough year or 2 years, especially with the pandemic, but guess what? The people at Heinzerling really found a way to have the residents have fun. But let's not talk about it.
No.
Let's show you what they do. Boy, that was amazing. Wasn't it just great, Drew, to see what the residents get a chance to do?
And see all the fun that they're having every single day because of you and your support.
Absolutely. So special. Well, we have something really special for all of you tonight. Drew, you're here as the magician extraordinaire, and you have something in store for us. I made sure there was no rabbit in a hat or any boxes with swords, so I'm good. I'm safe, right?
You're safe.
Okay.
For now.
Oh, fantastic.
I will show you what's in store. In fact, all of you at home can watch right here as well. And the wonderful thing, even though you're there and I'm here, is that we can create the magic anywhere. So I have a few bags, and Angela, in a moment, everyone at home is going to make a decision. They're ultimately going to end up on a bag that even they didn't know that they were going to choose. So what I would like you guys to do right now is everyone's going to start with their finger or put your eyes on this bag right here. And in a moment, we're going to move around the bags, and we'll start by moving 5 times. Watch me first. It's going to look like this. We'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe you would move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's your choice. Any number that you'd like, up like that, all the way across. Make sure you do 5 moves, starting with this bag. Go ahead and do that now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you've landed now on a new bag, on a bag that even you didn't know you were going to be on. But I would bet that even though you're there and I'm here, that you're not on this bag, and you're certainly not on this bag here either. So that leaves 3 bags behind, and I would say, I don't know where they are, but I want them to move again. So everyone right now, if you could, please make one more move now. Perfect. Moving to the bag next to where you just were. And I don't think that you're here either. And finally, you're on one of these 2 bags. Make one final move. Do that now. Excellent. Now again, even though they're there and I'm right here, the magic happens wherever they are. They're not on this bag, which is a great thing because there's nothing inside any of those, but right here in the last bag, some champagne because it's a celebration.
That was so neat.
And they have champagne as well, which is even better.
So we can cheers ourselves.
Cheers to them. Cheers to all of you. And thank you for all that you do.
That was amazing. It felt like that crowning moment for Miss America when you're like, it's not this bag. And when you chose the other bag, I was like, I won.
You sure did win.
That was great. Thank you, Drew. Well, now I know why they say you have such great connection with all your shows. So we appreciate that.
Because I give champagne.
There's the bonus for sure. All right. Well, right now we do want to introduce 2 really special people. Obviously, Bob Heinzerling. Many of you know him, such a dear friend and the executive director for Heinzerling Community. We also have Angie O'Brien, who is the chair of tonight's Off the Wall event. Please welcome them.
Although we continue to practice pandemic protocols at Heinzerling Community, residents and staff are attending outside programming and outdoor events once again. Families are visiting during scheduled visitation, and we have even been able to resume outdoor fundraising events such as the Golf Classic. All of these things have brought back a sense of renewal at Heinzerling Community. While things are still very challenging with the pandemic, our staff have gone above and beyond to ensure the health and well-being of all of our residents. They are truly our all-stars for their long-term commitment and dedication to our mission. Direct care professionals, therapists, dietary staff, nursing, and other support staff continue to be vigilant in their daily tasks to ensure resident wellness. We are so grateful for each and every one of our staff. Speaking of gratitude, at Heinzerling, we have so much gratitude for our Off the Wall committee. So let's hear from our Off the Wall committee chair, Angie O'Brien.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. As the chair of the Off the Wall, I've had the pleasure to work with an amazing committee, and we've been working all year long to bring this event to you tonight. This year, we decided to host a virtual event and to make sure that everybody was safe. But Don't worry, we feel very confident that next year we'll be able to enjoy a traditional in-person gathering for Off the Wall, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, the committee's put together more than 50 fun and unique auction items, and we want you to bid on them. So you can visit where you need to bid at otw.givesmart.com. We have a few special auction items we'd like to highlight, and I'd like Angela Ann and Drew Murray to join me to help out.
We are ready to go with our first item.
All right, guys, let's do this. So our first featured item is Find Your Celebration. Heinzerling resident Jordan had the honor of making this amazing artwork entitled Find Your Celebration, which was used creating an adapted paint knife while blasting his favorite music. After choosing what colors to use, we put big blobs of paint all over the canvas, and then we started cutting and smacking the paint using the adapted paint knife to make a textured look to try to emulate confetti. Jordan had a blast creating this piece of art.
It is definitely
Isn't it wonderful?
priceless.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's
It'll
beautiful.
look great everywhere.
Absolutely.
Anywhere. Our next item that is up for auction, this is a put-in-bay sailboat excursion. Absolutely beautiful. You can enjoy a round-trip sailboat excursion on a 40-foot sailboat all around Put-in-Bay Island. You and 3 of your friends will enjoy a leisurely ride across Lake Erie while you make your way to your destination. Once on the island, you can visit all the attractions that await you and your guests, including shopping, miniature golf, cave tours, paddleboarding, and kayaking. Wow, you're going to pack that all into a day.
I love it.
Here we go. After a long day of touring the island, you can meet back up with your hosts and then enjoy a late lunch or a dinner at the cruise nest. That sounds tasty.
Sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the item I'm looking forward to checking out is the Wyoming Adventure, where you can enjoy a week of relaxation and exploration at the Geiger Cabin. It's located just 10 miles outside of Buffalo, Wyoming, in the Bighorn National Forest at about 7,000 feet in elevation. It's beside North Fork and Clear Creek. The rustic cabin features a comfortable home with 4 beds, and the cabin provides unmatched access to mountain biking, fishing, wildlife observation, hiking, backpacking, and that's just a bit to tell you about. That's plain relaxation for you.
I can see a lot of selfies.
I know. I can
right?
enjoy it. Yes. Get that up on the
Great
social.
view.
Put that on the
Yes.
social. Next up, we have a food truck party. This is pretty cool. Up to 50 of your guests will enjoy this gourmet food truck for your next birthday, graduation, holiday, grand opening, a garden party, bachelorette outing, a sporting event, corporate lunch, wellness program, a wedding. Seriously, any occasion you could think of. The winning bidder will choose from Kinetic, Smash Brothers sliders, or any new Kinetic food concept that they have.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool.
You're going to have 50 fast friends, I think,
Yes,
calling
for
you to
sure,
bid on
for
this,
sure.
right? -3, because we're going to be your new best friends. All right. This is our next item that is up. We want you to take a look at this. Angie's going to go and grab it. Using plaster of Paris and a putty knife, Heinzerling resident Tim got to work, hitting, slapping, and pulling at this canvas to just really make the fun texture. And this is called marshlands. Can you just see it? It's so beautiful. So after Tim let that dry, he then poured different shades of blue paint on the canvas so he could really just spread it around and just create this stunning effect. There's Tim. Can you just see him working on this piece of art? I love it. Now, Tim wanted to add a little flair, because who doesn't love a little flair? We all need some flair in our life to complete the painting. So he used what's called Mod Podge. If you have a kid, you know what this is.
I know what it
There's
is.
a ton of Mod Podge on there and a little bit of gold leaf on there just to give it that special sparkle and shine. Isn't that great, Drew?
It is. I am thinking about places in my own home where I could put that.
Oh.
Look around your own home right now.
Yeah.
See if you have some place to put
We
that.
might have a bidding war going on with Drew on this one. Absolutely beautiful. So please bid on this one from Tim.
But before you claim that artwork, you should also check out the one-of-a-kind dining experience, where you and 5 guests will experience an evening of genuine hospitality and exquisite food at its best at any of the Cameron Mitchell restaurants. You can choose your favorite: the Martini, Ocean Club, Hudson 29, the Guild House, or Cameron's American Bistro, just to name a few.
So many options.
And
We're
they're
gonna-
all delicious.
They are.
Every one of them.
We're going to give people a couple of more here, right? There's a St. Pete condo getaway?
Yeah, that looks amazing. Enjoy a 1 week getaway in this beautiful 2 bedroom plus a sleeper sofa, 3 bathroom condo located right on the bay. This unique condo boasts 2 balconies overlooking the Gulf of Mexico with stunning views. Relax in this beautiful paradise while enjoying the sunset over the Gulf waters from the balcony of your wonderful retreat. Pretty cool.
We'll take that one for
Pretty
sure.
cool.
All right, we have one more here. I think it's a one-of-a-kind home party. So if you want something super unique, this package includes 2 unique elements. Here we go. How about a charcuterie grazing table? We're going to pause right here
Yes.
because if you're walking around your house right now, you got to come to the TV or your computer and just look at this charcuterie table. Serves up to 50 people right off the board.
Amazing. It's
Oh,
not just
wow.
a board. Yeah.
That's a lot of cheddar. Includes an assortment of meats, cheeses, spreads, and much more, so you can really give your guests a great food experience. Now, if you're not full yet from that, how about this? A high-heat mobile sauna is ready to bring the heat to your next event. The Cedar Barrel Sauna has a wood-fired heater topped with hot rocks where you can enjoy the sounds and the soft natural light of the fire. It includes Bluetooth speakers, towels, Adirondack chairs to set up on an outdoor cool-down area. So can you picture your charcuterie board, the sauna, and you can just like pivot back and forth
Back and
between the two.
forth, back and forth. That's called balance. That's called balance.
Exactly.
Right? Balance.
We know how to do this.
For sure. So we have one more that I just want to highlight a little bit. If you love golf, we have several different golf outings for you to bid on this year. All are foursomes where a host member is your 4th player, and all include lunch and other amenities. So you can choose from Muirfield Village Golf Club, which was selected by Golf Digest as number 17 among America's 100 greatest courses. We also have Double Eagle Club, which achieves all of the ideals of one of the best courses in the nation. The conditioning there is immaculate, shot value is challenging and exhilarating, and the ambiance is just one of the best. And then we also have Scioto Country Club Golf, which is one of the great classic clubs in the country, having hosted several major events and also being known as the course that Jack Nicklaus grew up playing.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
a local favorite.
So don't forget, you can bid on any of these featured items and the other 50 until this Sunday, February 27th. The auction closes that day at 7:30 p.m. Just visit otw.givesmart.com to place your bids.
You can bid on any or all. We're just
Correct.
going to go
That's-
that way,
yes,
right?
correct,
Any
correct.
or all. So start your bid now. You know, every one of the more than 200 Heinzerling residents has a special and unique story. I would like to share with you the story of Tommy O'Brien. Tommy moved into Heinzerling when he was 10 years old. Until that time, he was under the incredible care of his parents at home. This past November, at the age of 38, Tommy passed away peacefully, surrounded by his loving family. Tommy loved listening to Raffi music for hours on end, the sound of aluminum foil being crunched up, and the taste of a good chocolate milkshake made by his dad. He loved the water. He loved the days when knew Heinzerling would be taking him to that indoor pool. Tommy wasn't able to speak, but he made incredible noises. So loud, so happy, and so much laughter. You can just tell by looking at that photo. No one could laugh like Tommy. His mouth would go as wide as his cheeks, and the sound out of him could make you come running from another room. Tommy loved his plastic keys, and he used them to communicate quite often. He held them close to his mouth when he needed comfort or felt a little off. He wiggled them around and slobbered all over them when he was happy and enjoying something. It was the only thing he always kept close through his 38 years. Tommy knew his family. He knew their voices, their touch, their presence. He loved having people crawl into bed with him and just snuggle with him tight under all of those blankets with his heating blanket turned up super high. Tommy also had the most perfect hands. They were soft and flawless. He had long fingers that had not a single imperfection. And it's something that you just noticed about Tommy. He didn't spend much time in the sun, but when he was younger, he would tan up to a perfect golden brown. His family genes are very strong, and you can see so many similarities between him and his brother and sister. There was no denying they were siblings. Tommy was an incredible uncle to all his nephews and nieces, but not because of anything he did for them or with them, but because he taught them how to feel comfortable when someone is different from them physically and or mentally. Tommy is missed greatly by the staff at Heinzerling and the residents, but he will always be remembered as someone who celebrated life. So as a memorial, a beautiful plaque in the area of Heinzerling where Tommy spent most of his time will be displayed. Here's what it says. In loving memory of Tommy O'Brien. For 28 years, his smile and spirit warmed these hallways of Heinzerling community. He gave so much joy to our staff and will be remembered for his sweet soul and gentle nature. Tommy will always be in our hearts. With us tonight are Tommy's parents, Dan and Paula O'Brien. I would like to invite them here up with me, along with Tommy's siblings, Mike and Katie, and their spouses, so we can share a little bit more about Tommy with you. Dan, Paula, and the O'Brien family. And I would love to present this plaque to you, and thank you so much for sharing Tommy with all of us in Heinzerling. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Angela. That was beautiful. You know, Tommy touched a lot of people in his life. And boy, I think he just brought a few more smiles and a few more tears as well. A little bit more about Tommy. You know, you heard he lived at home with us for the first 10 years of his life, and then the last 28 years at Heinzerling. And when he was at Heinzerling, we would still try to bring him home most weekends, usually overnight, sometimes just for the day, but just to enjoy his sweet soul and his smile and allow him to be a part of our family. He was just a joy to be around. And so many people would ask us, what was Tommy's life like? And oftentimes we would compare it to our own lives. And you've heard people talk about their lives in respect to the proverbial half glass full. And Tommy's life may be more like a glass, a much smaller glass, but always full. And full of those things in life that he so much enjoyed. The things you heard about, the Raffi music and the keys and sounds from the kitchen. It was strange, but he enjoyed the clinging of the pots and pans or a sheet of foil being ripped off of the roll, or game shows on the television where they had a lot of noisy bells and whistles, sporting events, the call from the umpire when the batter was out or safe, or the roar of the crowd. Those are his simple pleasures that he just enjoyed so much. And whenever we would take him back to Heinzerling, you know, the caring and passionate staff there would make sure he had the same thing. His Raffi music, his keys, maybe a warm blanket, a loving touch. And it's what made his life so meaningful, even those trips to the swimming pool. So thank you, Heinzerling, for taking such good care of him over the years. Thank you for being his home away from home. And he was our bright light. He'll be forever missed. Thank you, and good night.
Dan and Paula, thank you so much. Just absolutely heartwarming to have them here with us tonight. Well, you know, the staff at Heinzerling really works together as a team to really plan a variety of events and activities for the Heinzerling residents. So we're talking about camping, the zoo, COSI, the state fair, movies, dances, oh, so much more. And look at all these smiles I mean, you can just tell how special these events are. There's the Easter Bunny even, buddy ball, baseball games, fishing expeditions. The list goes on and on. Hockey games, weekly swim trips, and of course, we can't forget some seasonal parties. Look at that. I think that's a little lucky charm that we see right there. All of us have really had the opportunity to enjoy these types of events and experiences with our families and our children. Well, each of you tonight has an opportunity to make a donation to help support Heinzerling residents and give them those same opportunities to really experience life. All you have to do is just go to that website, otw.givesmart.com, and just donate at a level that really fits your budget, whatever you are comfortable with, because remember, no donation is too small. And just make a contribution to our special Fund a Need.
And the Fund a Need this year, we really want to try to raise funds this year specifically for a new wheelchair accessible van to take our residents on exciting community outings throughout the year. The Columbus Zoo and Cosi are just two of the favorites among the residents. And going out in the community provides our residents with the opportunities for not only fun, but also socialization, sensory stimulation, physical mobility, and just outdoor recreation. Your donation of $1,000, $500, $250, or even $100 will go a very, very long way for these residents.
And another important piece of equipment is a therapy stander to help support the residents' therapeutic goals. Heinzerling residents will receive many therapeutic and health benefits through the use of this specialized stander. The stander will help develop strength, endurance, flexibility, mobility, fun, and of course, socialization, while experiencing the world in an upright position. In addition, the stander will help strengthen our residents' muscles, increase bone density, enhance circulation, and improve respiration. With so many benefits of standing, participating in an upright community is an exciting step for our residents. Your donation of $5,000 or even $50 will help make a difference for the residents of Heinzerling.
So really, the wheelchair accessible van and that therapy stander that you just saw are just two critical and important pieces of equipment that help Heinzerling residents celebrate every day on their journey of experiencing life to its fullest. So please, once again, consider a donation to otw.givesmart.com. And remember, no donation is too small. Before we leave you tonight, I know, Drew, you have one more special something to share with us. And so we're going to ask Bob to come back up here because I think Bob has some of your props or whatever that you're going to share with us tonight. So, Bob, come on.
I sent
come on
him
back.
shopping. He found a balloon. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, take it away, Drew.
But the balloon represents so much more than just a balloon. It represents the magic that you do each and every day, and the magic that you bring tonight to help the residents of Heinzerling. We certainly know that people with developmental disabilities face burdens of everyday life. They may feel isolated from the pack, they may feel disconnected, and they experience difficulties that we will never fully understand. But you tonight, being here and supporting the Heinzerling community, you're coming together as a team, as a family, and as the community that they need and deserve to make real magic happen. You're the one that's really helped make their ideas and their dreams stick. You bring everything into motion, and you create the real magic. This is the real magic of tonight.
Yay!
Wow. Drew, thank you so much. You always make it look so fun. We appreciate you joining us. And we want to thank all of you at home for joining us as well and for your support of Heinzerling. You know, the Heinzerling is so fortunate to have such an amazing group of people, such as yourselves, helping the residents really celebrate their life and supporting the residents on their journey to experiencing life at its fullest. Don't forget, we have our auction online. It is that easy to bid. Just pick up your phone, and it closes at 7:30 p.m. Sunday, February 27th. Just go to otw.givesmart.com and bid on your favorite item. Or maybe it's more than one. That's okay. And don't forget, we also have the Fund a Need. Your donation will go directly to helping the residents at Heinzerling. Remember, no donation is too small. Every penny will go to helping the residents there truly have an amazing, amazing life. We want to thank you all because the impact you have on our residents, it's just priceless. So thank you again for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. And on behalf of the entire Heinzerling staff, the residents, and the families, thank you for your support. Have a great night.